Queen Velshura of the Theshan Royal Academy faced a problem no amount of political power could solve. Her twin daughters, Princesses Lyra and Nera, were failing mathematics. Catastrophically, the Theshan education system was considered the finest in the sector. The Academy's mathematics instructors held advanced degrees from 12 different worlds. Yet after 3 years, the princesses couldn't grasp concepts that 6-year-olds mastered easily. Perhaps they simply lacked the capacity, suggested Headmaster Quanvel delicately. Velshira's expression could have frozen stars. My daughters are not unintelligent. Find another way. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. Marcus Webb was the Academy's night janitor, a human single father who'd taken the position for its flexible hours and employee housing. His daughter attended the Academy's elementary division on a scholarship. Most staff barely noticed him. One evening, while cleaning a classroom, Marcus found Princess Lyra crying over her mathematics tablet. Academy rules said staff shouldn't interact with royalty. But Marcus was a father first. "Hey," he said gently. "Math trouble." Lyra looked up, startled. I am stupid. Everyone says I'll never understand." Marcus glanced at her work. Advanced quantum calculations presented as abstract formulas. "Mind if I take a look?" The problem was immediately clear. Theshan education taught mathematics as pure theory, disconnected from physical reality. For a species with perfect memory and abstract thinking, this worked brilliantly. But the princesses, Marcus realized, were kinesthetic learners. They needed to see and touch concepts to understand them. "Okay, forget the tablet. You like building things." Lyra nodded hesitantly. Marcus grabbed cleaning supplies from his cart. "These bottles represent variables in your equation. Watch." He arranged them, demonstrating how changing one variable affected the others physically. "See? When X increases, Y has to adjust, or the whole system falls apart." For the first time in 3 years, something clicked in Lyra's expression. 20 minutes later, her twin sister Nera found them on the floor, surrounded by cleaning supplies arranged in complex patterns. Marcus was explaining calculus using mop buckets and the physical act of moving water. "Why does that make sense?" Nera breathed. "Why couldn't anyone explain it like this?" "Different brains work different ways." Marcus shrugged. "My daughter's the same. Can't learn from screens, but give her blocks or clay, and she's a genius. Nothing wrong with either of you. Just needed a different approach." Word reached Queen Velshura within hours. She arrived to find her daughters, who'd failed every test for 3 years, successfully solving problems that had baffled them for months. The human janitor had accomplished what the sector's finest educators couldn't. "Ow!" Velshura asked simply. Marcus stood, suddenly aware he was addressing royalty while holding a mop. "Your Majesty, the Academy teaches theory first. Works great for most Theshans. But your daughters need concrete examples before abstract concepts. They're not failing because they can't learn. They're failing because nobody taught them in a language their brains understand. And you discovered this while cleaning. I discovered this while being a dad. My daughter learns the same way. Sometimes the best teachers aren't the ones with the most degrees. They're the ones who remember what it's like to struggle." Velshura made a decision that shocked the Academy's administration. "Mr. Webb, how would you feel about a career change?" 3 months later, Marcus Webb was the Academy's first applied learning specialist, a position created specifically for students who needed hands-on education. His janitorial salary was replaced with a teacher's compensation, and his methods were revolutionizing how the Academy approached learning differences. The princesses passed their mathematics exams with honors. More importantly, they discovered they weren't broken, just different. At the graduation ceremony, Princess Lyra gave a speech that brought her mother to tears. "For 3 years, I thought I was stupid. Then a janitor showed me I was just learning in a language nobody else spoke." He didn't have fancy degrees or royal titles. He had something better. He had patience, creativity, and the wisdom to see potential where others saw failure. She smiled at Marcus, sitting in the audience with his daughter. The best teacher I ever had was a human single dad who taught me math using mop buckets. And I wouldn't change that for anything. Queen Velshera established the Web Educational Initiative,